When it comes to WandaVision and its unique take on the MCU and what is possible, there is certainly a lot to unpack. And more than likely by the end of the first season, we'll have tons to look back on, reflect on, and analyze once we know where it ends. But now, let's talk about the return of HYDRA. Now, hardcore MCU fans know that you can't just get rid of HYDRA. I mean, they spent like multiple seasons of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. trying, and they always keep coming back. You just can't get rid of this organization. They're literally burrowed so deep inside of every single crevice of existence that, yeah, they're not going away. And they're not gone, let's be real. So recently, Kevin Feige opened up about the return of HYDRA, specifically making appearances in Phase 4. And them having a presence in the commercials in WandaVision, and he said, and I quote, "Commercials was an easy idea for that. If this is the first Marvel MCU thing they're watching, it's just a strange vision of a 50s commercial or a 60s commercial. If you have been watching all those movies, you might be able to start connecting what all these things mean from the past." And this sort of brings us around to other interviews he's recently done and things he's teased and other news outlets have reported. Like, for example, we know What If is part of mainline MCU continuity. We just don't know how they're going to use that. We know HYDRA is going to be prominent in that. And like he said, if you start looking at WandaVision, if you start looking at the projects we have, there's a time and place where we can bring back and call back to some of these elements that maybe people thought are done or are callbacks to something deeper in Marvel lore. And if you're more tuned in, you'll be able to start piecing things together for what they might mean in the future. For example, look at the Hulk. He's a result of trying to recreate the super soldier serum, which was a HYDRA thing that they were trying to recreate as well, which we know is going to tie into the legacy of the S.H.I.E.L.D. and everything. So again, HYDRA will always have a presence because they were so deeply integrated into everything that was happening in the MCU, but also S.H.I.E.L.D. and the likes and the government and all that. So you can't really get rid of it, and you're going to have to acknowledge it. So in WandaVision's case, for example, where they're referencing it in a strange way, it does fit because of the world that they exist in. And hopefully we'll continue to see this get played up and around with in other parts of the multiverse and various other connective pieces of tissue. Because I have no doubt we'll see more HYDRA in the future. Now, whether they're a new group with a new name, I mean, that's probably ultimately what Ultimatum will be in the upcoming Falcon and Winter Soldier. I guess we just wait and see, and we see how it's all going to connect to one another.